Welcome. I hope this message finds you and your loved ones, your friends, family well and most of all healthy. With Procore Canada, as you might have heard, we are suspending the remainder of our season. We had to cancel our Good Friday concert, and our upcoming concert beginning of May and beginning of June also had to be cancelled and actually postponed until next season. We hope that we are able sometime in the fall, maybe early 2021, to present these programs to you. Over the course of Holy Week, Procore Canada has provided daily musical reflections. Those recordings and videos were from previous Good Friday concerts at the Windspear. I hope you enjoyed those and it could provide you with some solace and inspiration and contribution on your journey through Holy Week to Easter. Thank you for all the feedback received on those videos and the sound. It was really very special to hear from you all and realize how much Procore Canada means to the community here in Edmonton, in Canada, and actually abroad also. Now, we have other things ready for you. This coming weekend, we are releasing a documentary, The Living Flame of Love. Some of you might remember that in January 2019, Procore Canada gave the world premiere of a work by Canadian Peter Togni called The Living Flame of Love. For that work we had guests. We had Joseph Petrich on accordion and Nora Mumans on harp. The filmmaker Michael MacDonald, who's also professor here at McEwan, accompanied the process of creation to the performance. He started in 2018, in the early fall, when he met with Peter Togni in Halifax. And he visited Peter and he interviewed him and he filmed him at his piano and in his church at the organ. And then from there, from that origin, from the genesis of that piece and the first four notes that we hear, Michael MacDonald traveled back to Alberta and then documented the moments where I received the new score, where the singers received the score and the musicians received the score, to the rehearsal process, to the performance, and to the whatever happens after performance, the gathering and the social elements. This documentary is 40 minutes, and we're releasing it this coming Friday for you, our audiences, to watch. Now, as I mentioned, it's 40 minutes and it's a documentary about music. So we recommend that you carve out a little bit of time this weekend and find a space where you maybe sit with your with your stereo or with your headphones and really take in that video about this creation of a new piece to the performance. When I watched it for the first time, one thing that really drew me in was that right now, when we are basically working online or remotely, and so many things are done with video conferencing, and we see musical performances online and theatre online, and we're also watching movies, and a lot of things are in front of our screens, that we're kind of getting into this almost a bit frantic or a lot of digital clutter coming in. And with this movie at the very beginning, just listening to Peter and having played these first four notes, and then just watching as Michael MacDonald, the filmmaker, travels back from Halifax to Edmonton. And how he travels back is by plane, as we would assume, but he actually films through the window the landscape across Canada. And the evening comes and we arrive in Edmonton, and you see the Edmonton skyline and the sky starts to turn red. And that's even that opening creates a stillness that prepares one for the exploration of this piece and the movie and how Procore Canada and the musicians then get into the work and how we sing it, how we interpret it, and how we actually then get to the performance. So we're really looking forward to presenting this documentary to you this weekend. We invite you to provide us with questions or maybe with feedback and comments, because next week Michael MacDonald is open to take these questions and comments and talk a little bit more in hindsight about the thoughts that he had when he made the movie, maybe about a certain camera angle, or why did he pick this element or this element. And then also on video, as it is these days, he will kind of take on your questions and comments next week. So this weekend, take your time, 40 minutes, find a space to listen to Procore Canada, Joseph Petrich, Nora Boumanis, and the work The Living Flame of Love by Peter Togni. Thank you.